Okay. Welcome back, everyone, to our second semifinal of the day, featuring Stoof and Friends in Milky Warfare. I am still this one guy. That hasn't changed in the last 10 minutes. And we're gonna be bringing you our second match here. They're really gonna do this to me. They're really gonna do this to me. So we have Milky Warfare winning the role. We'll have our first warm-up, first band, second pick. And with their first pick, with their first warm-up, they're selecting my least favorite map ever. Naga, shut up. I don't want to hear it. I hate this map. It's so boring. The song is boring, the map is boring. Boring. Not a fan. Instead of talking about how boring it is, we're going to talk about the match. On the left-hand side of your screen, Stoof and Friends. A seeds Yang and Yang. The second A seed is technically Wario, but he literally has not played a single map this tournament. B seeds Hibiki and Yummy in My Tummy. C seeds Tatsuya and Pupper. D seeds Hakanadesu and Neuro. Neuro, I would say, one of the MVPs of the tournament for sure. As we said earlier, has been discussed as really one of the strongest, if not the strongest, D seed in the entire thing. Has been playing incredibly well in all of their matches. I think is a big part of the reason why they are here in our semifinals. The Neuro-Yang combo has been a huge reason for Stoof and Friends' success so far, getting to this semifinal here. On the other side, Milky Warfare is a team that still confuses me by how good they are. Their A seeds are Crystal and Fangzi. Their B seeds are Fudu, aka Fudu Hasio, and Egam and Bitsermis, whose name I still don't know how to pronounce, and nobody apparently wants to actually teach me how to pronounce. It's been, I don't even know how long of seeing him in tournaments and never knowing how to pronounce his name, so that's cool. Their C seeds are Hades and Hoshinomori, and their D seeds are Donnet and Guillermo Bulos. Which, you know, on paper, like, it's good but not great. And yet they're in the semifinals and they're, like, running train on everyone. Before we talk about them, we'll recap their matches so far here a little bit. Stoof and Friends beat Holy Jesus 2 Amen 6-2. They beat Australia 6-2. Before being taken to a tiebreaker by Cloud OD9, which they've just escaped thanks to a couple of very strong carry performances. Meanwhile, Milky Warfare, they beat Titanic of Stygian 6-0. They beat JT Bulldozer 6-2, and they beat Team 6-1. Like, they've lost 3 maps in 3 matches. I don't get it. It does not make sense. You know, you kind of you look at their team, and I guess a couple things kind of jump out. First of all, Crystal Fangzy, though when you just say it out loud doesn't sound amazing, actually end up making a really good A-seed pair. You have Crystal, who can play a lot of different types of maps, and then Fangzy is able to come in and play speed stuff, and he does extremely well at that. So their A-seed ends up with probably a good performance on, you know, nearly every map. Crystal has long been a very strong performer in the tournament scene, and a multi-mode talent at that. Which is pretty cool. You don't see a lot of players with badges from more than one game mode. Fudu and Egemen have both been playing well. Same for Donut and Guillermo Bulos, mostly Donut, I think. And then C-Seed, you have Hoshinomori, who I think is something of an enigma. He went something like an entire tournament day without missing at all last weekend. Last Saturday, he FC'd like every map he played in like 2 or 3 different tournament matches. Now, whether or not he can keep that up as tournaments progress and map pools get harder remains to be seen. I don't believe he has. I believe he didn't manage to achieve that accomplishment again yesterday, for instance. But his performance has been remarkable, to say the least. You know, here at the staff level, we don't try to engage in discussions of a player's legitimacy, but of course, you know, there are always the questions that pop up when you have players popping off like that. But, you know, innocent until proven guilty, and so he's just going to be a good player. And we're going to get cut short talking about teams a little bit here because Stoof and Friends have decided to skip their warm-ups. So we're going to be moving straight into the ban phase. Milky Warfare, as we said, will have the first ban here today. And I will apologize in advance. I'll apologize in advance for the fact that I'm going to be doing some typing during this match. I ended up having to ref this as well as streaming and commentating it, so you have a little bit of noise. So you'll hear some keys. I'll try to keep it to a minimum. I do have noise gate on, so hopefully it won't be too bad. That's Disparity by Design, and the first ban immediately going to be Unagi Bohanamadoy for Stoof and Friends. Which sucks because that Yorushika map is my favorite song in this entire pool, so very unfortunate to see that banned out. But understandable when you're Stoof and Friends and you don't have, and your A-Seed Young just like doesn't like Hidden. I can see banning that particular map out. They might double ban Hidden. It wouldn't overly shock me. Milky Warfare though, Disparity by Design is kind of just an awkward map. The BPM is a little uncomfortable, I think, for a lot of people. It's on that border. You know, some people can single tap it, some people alt it. There's awkward patterns. It's not a super user friendly type of map. So I'm not overly surprised to see that removed from this particular instance of this pool being played. Got now the second ban for Milky Warfare. Maybe get an idea of their strategy once that does happen. Also, I don't know how this has happened, but I've refereed 3 matches in this tournament, and all 3 of them have been Stoof and Friends completely unintentionally. It's a Hard Rock 1 ban, Calamity Fortune for Milky Warfare, so that's a double Hard Rock ban for their team. And it is going to be a double hidden ban for Stoof and Friends. They're going to ban Hidden 2 Chloe, the low AR hidden, as the last ban. So we've got 2 hiddens, 2 hard rocks banned out. La Vide and Romance got Arimaru, the only hidden and only hard rock map left, respectively. So gonna be seeing a lot of Nomad, maybe some DT and free mod. If you ban out hidden and hard rock, it makes me wonder if you're gonna pick free mod, or if we're literally just gonna see, you know, nothing but Nomad and DT maybe. I think Milky Warfare definitely probably gonna lean into DT pool, as we said, as well as Fangzy is able to perform on those maps. Wouldn't surprise me if they pick some options from that particular mod pool. Friends, they're going to take a little bit of time on their first pick here, deciding where they would like to begin the match. Wouldn't be surprised to see Horizon Blue, Jojo Sonochi no Sadame, maybe even Nomad 1 Pop Girls could be a possible pick. I think, wouldn't be surprised at some point or other to see Yoyomu no Gotoku from the DT pool, maybe Sweet Play. So there's plenty of options here for these two teams, but Stoof and Friends, interestingly, get 2 hard rocks banned against them. They're gonna pick the remaining hard rock as their first pick. That's hard rock number 2. Romance got Arimaru by Gesu no Kiwami Otome. This is the Toybots Extra difficulty. So this is our low circle size, or small circle size map. So yes, I believe 5.7 question mark? CS 4.5 no mod, so if anybody knows what that is offhand and it's not 5.7, feel free to let me know, but I feel like 5.7 sounds right in my head. It's a very nice song. I really like this song a lot, big fan. The longest of the 3 hard rocks, 3 minutes 38 seconds, just 170 BPM, 6.2 stars. It's a nice little map. See, teams getting their rosters set up in the lobby. It's a Young Neuro, Yummy, Tatsuya for Stoof and Friends. Milky Warfare, currently Crystal, Hades, and Fudu. So just a D seed to be determined. Whether it's going to be Donnet or Guillermo Bulos. We'll find out shortly here, and then we will get underway. First map of the match. The winner of this one will face off against Team Pocket Gala in the winners final next week. Spot there on the line, spot guaranteed in the top 3. And it's going to be Donnet, looks like, coming in for Milky Warfare. Egeman joined as well, so I'm not sure if he's going to be maybe replacing Fudu. They've got just a few seconds to decide on that before we do get started with this map regardless, so we'll see what they do. It's going to be Egeman going out, so the rosters you see should be our final rosters for this pick. LHF's coming out. Let's see here. All players ready? Not get a notification that all players are ready? Oh well. Actually, definitely didn't. It's fine. Bancho does that from time to time. So, Neuro, Yang, Yummy, Tatsuya against Crystal, Hades, Fudu, Donut. Map number 1, match number 2, semifinal number 2. Hard Rock number 2 as pick number 1 for Stoof and Friends to open up this match. It's a very sort of calm way to get into the match, I would say. On it with the early break, as well as Hades, Milky Warfare not starting things off here great. I would definitely, if I were an opposing team, be scared of Stoof and Friends' ability on CS. Well, I was gonna say CS 6.5, but it's not 6.5. Small circles in general. Yang, of course, a very good precision player. Neuro has been performing very well. Yummy and Tatsuya coming in to perform solidly. Donut and Hades both finding a couple more breaks. It's still a 4-way FC for Stoof and Friends in the first 250 combo. Very early on here in this one, of course. As we said, it is the longer map in the Hard Rock pool. Into the first key I will go with Stoof and Friends maintaining their 4-way FC. 100,000 points is the lead as Donut finds another break for Milky Warfare and another break. Crystal and Fudu do both still have the FCs going as Yummy and My Tummy becomes the first to miss for Stoof and Friends. So just the 3-way, I was just like 10 seconds early in saying the 3-way. That's it. Fudu with the break for Milky Warfare as well as Hades though, so it is just Crystal with a combo now coming out of the first key eye. Pattern proving a little tricky for a few people. Meanwhile, Neuro, Young, and Tatsuya still looking good. This is the Stoof and Friends pick. You would absolutely expect them to do well in this, and they are living up to expectations, and then some so far. Through AFC, halfway through the map, 300,000 point lead for that team. Crystal still looking good, still has the FC going with around the best accuracy, though he did drop some hundreds, so that will fall down a bit. Neuro will be the next to miss for Stoof and Friends, so 2 of the FCs now gone as Yummy and My Tummy finds another break. But Yang and Tatsuya still FCing. Crystal with the FC. Donut backing him up with a bit of combo for Milky Warfare, but double FC for Stoof and Friends currently proving too strong. We'll maintain that lead by about 400,000 points. Tatsuya looking like maybe just a slider break there, misaiming that reverse slider, so that'll make things a little more interesting here as we head into the last quarter of the map. Yang still holding on to the FC, so it is Yang versus Crystal. Fudu breaking as well as Donut, so fortunately if you're a Stoof and Friends fan, this lead is going to be pretty easy to hold on to. Yang looking a little shaky there. Maybe just the cursor movement. Hades and Donut both breaking again, so if it wasn't already decided, it certainly is now. Awkward little stream finds Tatsuya and Neuro both breaking. Yang and Crystal continue their FCs. Yummy's gone as well. The A seeds showing why they're the top seeds in this map. They are the 2 FCs. But Stoof and Friends with a better team backing up Yang, despite Crystal having a higher score between those two by about 60,000 points. This will be the first pick going in favor of Stoof and Friends. Be a 1-0 lead. Looks like both teams will have 1 FC. Just this ending, a little bit awkward. Stoof and Friends, make it out. And 1-0 the lead by a very comfortable margin. Young with the FC. Crystal with the FC, 98.3 AC. Very solid. 2% better accuracy than Young. But the backup combo for Stoof and Friends was there when they needed it. It's very important. Perhaps ever so slightly concerned about how much Young was shaking at parts of that map. We'll see if that keeps going or if it's just more noticeable because of the small circle size. That certainly plays a role, I think. We'll get the first pick now for Milky Warfare, which wouldn't surprise me if it's hidden 3. That was the one hidden that was left up through the band face. And there it is, of course. Okay, so, you know, I think it's funny, you know, we saw a double Hard Rock ban from Milky Warfare, so Stoof and Friends first picked Hard Rock. You see a double hidden ban from Stoof and Friends, so Milky Warfare first picks hidden. That is, I guess, just how it goes. I'll add that command back here real quick while we're between maps. I don't have the third MP for... But I'll see, I can at least do, I think, wait, let me see which one this is. This is Team versus Cloud OD9. I don't have an MP for the other one currently. Maybe one of the teams has it in their own channel. Let me check here. Yeah, Bad Omen does. Well, that command looks really jank now, but it's fine. Eye on the other matches in progress. Suiji Spring Cup, aka Suiji 15 UTC Cup. Striking once again, 4 matches today and 3 of them all at the same time. We're gonna get underway here though, map number 2. It's gonna be Neuro Young Hibiki coming in for this one to replace Yummy in My Tummy. Tatsuo remaining in. Meanwhile, Milky Warfare will have Crystal, Gila, and Bulos coming in for Donut, Hoshinomori coming in for Hades, and Egaman coming in for Fudu. So quite a few team changes for this one. Player changes, roster swaps, however you want to phrase it. A little bit different compared to last match, I guess. It's always interesting, you know, to see some of the teams utilize really their full roster. Some of them, you know, use maybe 5 or 6 players for the vast majority of their maps. I don't think this map is boring. It's a nice song. Come on, man. You like that? You like that? See the early slider break from Tatsuo. 91% accuracy, I don't know, 93% accuracy for Neuro. I guess it's easy to drop back when there's just not that much combo, but it will help out Milky Warfare starting out with the early advantage here. We have seen occasions where a team banned 2 hiddens and won the other one because they left up the map that they could play well, so we'll see if that ends up being the case here. Stoof and Friends leaving this one up out of the 3, or if it just happened to be the one that they felt the least bad about rather than something that they actually felt good on. Hard to say this early on. Giller and Bulos and Tatsuo trading a couple breaks, but 3 FCs for each team still intact. Score gap is more or less non-existent. This is, of course, our longest map in the pool. 4 minutes, 24 seconds, only 170 beats per minute. One of the lower starting maps too, 6.09. I shouldn't say that, but it's, I guess, kind of average starting. Tatsuo and Giller and Bulos both continuing to have some problems. The other 6 players all holding FCs without issue, so things will get interesting in a hurry if other people break, and that is going to be the miss from Egamen. So 2 FCs now left for Milky Warfare, Crystal and Hoshinomori, but 3 for Stoof and Friends. He'll be able to take a lead. Giller and Bulos breaking once again, but so does Hibiki. 2 FCs to 2 now, as Hibiki breaks and followed up by Tatsuo. Crystal, Hoshinomori, Yang, and Neuro. It's about halfway through, and it is a very small lead. Stoof and Friends just out in front by maybe 20-30,000 points, and it's going to stay this close. It is actually a combo lead for Milky Warfare, so they should be able to take the lead if they can hold on to their combos just a little bit longer. The lead will go in their favor. Young and Neuro both holding very strong accuracy, but there's a break from Neuro, so that's going to be the lead going right on over to Milky Warfare here quickly because they now have a 2FC to 1 lead and a lot of combo as well. That was a very unfortunate place to miss for Neuro. He breaks once again, as well as Hibiki and Gillerbulos and Eggman and Tatsuya. Only 3 combos at all, Young, Crystal, and Hoshinomori. And with it being a 114,000 point lead and a 2FC to 1 advantage for Milky Warfare, I think this one is basically over. About a little over a quarter map left to go, but unless Crystal and Hoshinomori both completely fall apart and Young FCs the rest, this one basically over. Young Ack looking pretty good. Eggman with very solid accuracy as well, actually 99.2. Those two, the only ones over 99%. Young, though, of course, is known for his incredibly high accuracy, so really, is it that big of a surprise? I mean, even on somewhat rhythmically challenging picks? I'm not personally. Nothing Young does surprises me. Just the ending to come. And it's going to be mostly Milky Warfare making their lead a little bit bigger. They have that 2 to 1 FC advantage. The rest of the combo is fairly similar, but not much Young can do here against the combined FCs of Crystal and Hoshinomori. And he does find a break, so it wasn't already decided. It's now. This is going to be Milky Warfare. It's going to be Milky Warfare taking their first pick. They're tying things up 1 to 1. Potentially with a double FC here, Crystal and Hoshinomori making their way through to the ending. And there they are. Very impressive stuff from Milky Warfare double FCing that one. You can see why that was their first pick. See why they immediately jumped on the hidden pick when the other 2 hiddens were banned from Stoof Friends. Not the greatest of performances from Gillerbulos or Eggman, but did not matter because Crystal and Hoshinomori just popped off. That was not quite a 2v4, but would have been a 3v4. Yeah, that going for it. Crystal continuing to show why he is such a strong player, and Hoshinomori, well, he's kind of come out of nowhere in recent times to become a very strong tournament performer. That's all I have to say about that. It's a 1 to 1. We now have 0 maps remaining in the Hard Rock pool and the Hidden pool. Double FC Hard Rock, other Hard Rock pick, double ban Hard Rock, other Hard Rock pick, double ban Hidden, other Hidden pick. So now things will truly begin. I think the teams will have to be step outside the obvious picks, and it's gonna be Nomad 6 as the second pick here for Stoof Friends. Polygon. This is the Dash PC's Hexagon difficulty. Minute 53 seconds, so very short map. 174 beats per minute, 5.81 stars, but it's a map of polygons, so you kind of know what you're getting yourself into, I think. This is a very tough difficulty of this from this set. Also, I've just realized that the spreadsheet links to the wrong difficulty for some reason, and nobody ever changed it. Now it links to the right difficulty. Players quickly all set to go for this one. Got Nura Young, Yummy, and Pupper against Crystal, Gillerbulos, Hoshinomori, and Fudu. As we said, I think this is where things are going to start to actually begin in this match. You know, the first maps, it was kind of obvious, I think, what was going to happen there, unless there was a pretty big upset on one of those picks. And now we'll get into the picks that really start to matter. Very tricky slider aim. see how the players handle some of these awkward streams as well. Yang and Voodoo matching early breaks. A lot of players dropping their accuracy down pretty far. Meanwhile, somehow or other, Neuro has an SS through the first, as does Yummy. They're both SSing through almost the first 300 combo. I guess that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. That's just the thing that happens, right? Absolutely normal human behavior. I wouldn't call it free when all 4 players on Milky Warfare are at 95, 97, 98 ac. Gonna not call anything free about that. Do still have the triple FC here for Stoof Friends, Neuro, Yummy, and Pupper. All with the FCs still intact. Crystal breaks his FC. It was going to be a double FC for Milky Warfare, but now it's just Hoshinomori. Yang finding another break, but he is being carried for now. Yummy, though, missing as well, so it's just down to Pupper and Neuro. Oh, now it's down to just Neuro. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, now it's down to no one. There's no combo on Stoof Friends at all. Hoshinomori still FCing, and Crystal with a pretty decent combo. This is where things get really interesting, and it's going in a hurry on over to Milky Warfare. Hoshinomori finally does break. Does that give Stoof Friends the chance to hold on to this in the last moments? That last second miss, it's going to end up being very, very close in this ending. But it is Stoof Friends able to just hold on. That's going to be a 2-1 lead, victorious on their first 2 picks. Crystal with the S rank, Hoshinomori with the longest combo at 1021. But Neuro, Yummy, and Pupper, all with pretty solid combos to start that map off, gave Stoof Friends a lead that they were just able to hold on to. Ended up being a victory of about 59,000 points. That one came down to the wire, as they say. Stoof Friends, though, holding on despite an interesting performance really across the board. Pupper with 26 misses. That you can see where the difficulty is from his graph. That last quarter of the map just gets real hard. It gets real hard. Now Milky Warfare will have their own second pick. Tie it up 2-2. So what do you pick now? Your Milky Warfare. Stay in the Nomad pool, something like Nomad 2, Nomad 5? Go to the DT pool maybe, try to see how Fangsy's feeling. Out. Is ticking on their pick. We've got obviously a lot of stuff available. Nomads 1 through 5. And all 4 DTs, all 3 free mods. It's always interesting when this sort of thing happens. You clear out 2 entire mod pools very early on through the bans and the early picks, and then kind of move into slightly less charted territory, perhaps. Warfare, though, gonna take some time on this pick. Crystal leaving the game means that probably Fangsy coming in, probably a DT pick coming. Unless you just want to go look at something in the editor, I guess, but you never know. We are going down to the last seconds for the pick here. 30 seconds all that remain on the timer. Crystal does come back in, so maybe it's not going to be a... It's not going to be a Fangsy map. Voodoo coming back in as well. What? I don't know what's going on. They both left and then they both come back, and they still don't have a pick in. And Nomad 1 is going to be the selection here for Milky Warfare. I don't know that I really expected that to be the pick after all that time. Usually it doesn't take you 3 minutes to pick Nomad 1. but it looks like it did here. So, you know. We've got some anime on our hands. It's gonna be Pop Girls. CS4 difficulty. 6.73 stars, 4 minutes long, 184 beats per minute. Guess what, guys? It's no mod 1. I mean, that's like all there is to say. It's anime. It's no mod 1. It's circle size 4. It's 180 something beats per minute. Like, you know, on paper, that's about as standard no mod 1 as it freaking gets. It's just, how good is your aim consistency for 4 minutes of 6.73 star anime? And hopefully for these players, the answer is very good. Everybody does ready up. So we're gonna have Neuro Young Tatsuya Hibiki for Stoof and Friends. Crystal Guillermo Bulos, Hoshinomori, and Fudu for Milky Warfare. Hey look, it's an anime girl. Wow, would you look at that. Look at how anime she is. She's so anime. God damn. It's Apraxia in the background. Actually, it's not. Here we go, into No Mod 1. 3 maps in, yet to see a breakpoint. Still pretty early on in things. This is, of course, best of 11, so long way to go. Always interested to watch Yang on the No Mod 1s. Famously high accuracy, but sometimes questionable aim on really standard jump patterns. I think Neuro, Tatsuya, Hibiki all holding their SS early on, as are Crystal, Fudu, and Hoshinomori. It's very early in the map. There's a couple hundred's been dropped by Guillermo and Yang combined. As with most maps like this, you know exactly what you're getting into and exactly where the difficulty is going to be coming from. Hey look, it's a diff spike, and it's Fudu Hasio, going to be the first to break for Milky Warfare. Lead. We'll start off on the side of Stoof and Friends as we go into the first Ki here. Gosh, look at those 1-2 jumps. Oh my goodness. They're beautiful. Fudu and Tatsuya both breaking there. Still 3 FCs to 3. No more combo advantage for Stoof and Friends. I'm out of the first Ki with Crystal still maintaining the SS as well as Neuro. There goes Gillard Bulos' FC. Cursor jumping a little bit, missing a few more times. That was probably not the best idea. Losing some more points for no real reason. Cursor dancing, not advised, by the way. UFC is now for Milky Warfare, Crystal and Hoshinomori against the 3 of Stoof and Friends on Neuro, Young, and Hibiki. Gillard Bulos, check PayPal. Kappa. Be donating that money to the Minnesota Relief Fund. That is, what are those sliders actually? What? Are they as weird as they look, or is that just the client being strange? And some more big aim, everybody hitting it except for Gillard Bulos actually missing on the stream. He hit the jumps, but he missed on that little quint. It's gonna help out Stoof and Friends even more as they continue with their 3-way FC. Neuro still on the SS, Crystal still on the SS as well. This is actually aim genetics moments here in Suiji Spring Cup for Stoof and Friends and Milky Warfare. Hoshinomori still seeing as well as Crystal. Hibiki does finally find a break, trading it with Fudu Hasio, but it is now just 2 FCs to 2. Young and Neuro alongside Crystal and Hoshinomori. Tatsuya, though, with a pretty strong combo advantage over the other players who have missed so far in this map. Gonna help out Stoof and Friends. Neuro and Crystal both do lose their SSs, hitting a couple hundreds. FC is still intact. There goes Young's FC, though. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's very bad. It is about a 200,000 point lead, so it might not be as bad as we think. Hoshinomori and Crystal now 2 FCs to 1 against just Neuro for Stoof and Friends. Big jumps. Look at those full screen back and forths, and 6 of the 8 players hitting them. Giller and Bulos and Furuhashi are the only ones missing. That was actually like some insane aim genetics that 6 people all hit those. Hoshinomori still hitting everything. But Stoof and Friends gonna be able to maintain their advantage. Tatsuo with a pretty solid combo, just that early miss, but he's at 850 combo now. And Giller and Bulos struggling a little bit here, as well as Fudu. So both those players, unfortunately, dragging down Milky Warfare a little bit, while the players who have missed from Stoof and Friends doing a little bit better in this one. And that is going to give them the victory on that point. So despite the double FC from Milky Warfare on the part of Crystal and Hoshinomori, excuse me, Hoshinomori missing in the last 20 combo, the near double FC from Milky Warfare, Stoof and Friends able to emerge victorious on that one thanks to their better performance across the board. You can see what happened there. Giller, Bulos, and Fudu both under 500k. Meanwhile, nobody under 630k for Stoof and Friends, and Neuro did have the 3100 FC to tie Crystal's accuracy, and in fact outdo his score ever so slightly. That is going to be Stoof and Friends taking the early break point, the 3-1 advantage now in their favor. Very impressive performance from Neuro. He is a D seed, by the way. Neuro is, I think, kind of the discovery of like this year. I don't recall ever seeing him really before a few months ago, and he has shown up huge in every tournament that he's played. He is proving to be a seriously invaluable D-seed member any team would be glad to have, and Stoof and Friends are certainly happy that he's here. He carries them through that pick and quickly picking Nomad too. Okay, this year as in the last 12 months. This year is in the last 12 months. How about that? I legitimately forgot he was in OWC last year, to be honest. I was in late 2019. You can I don't have a sense of time anymore, so interesting. We're gonna see a bunch more player changes, it looks like. You see Neuro, Hibiki, Crystal, Fudu, Giller, and Bulos all leaving the lobby. We'll see what all players come in as the replacements. Yummy coming in for Stoof and Friends. Milky Warfare looked to be set. Bangzy, Eggman, Hoshinomori, and Donnet. And Neuro does come back in, so it looks like he will be playing this one after all. No surprise there. He plays pretty much everything. Everybody is set to go. So Stoof and Friends looking to consolidate their break point. It'd be a 4-1 advantage if they're successful on this pick. This is, again, a pretty important one. This is our Nomad 2 200 BPM stream pick. Wisdomio, 2 minutes 30 seconds long, so not a super long map. Not the shortest, but not the longest either. This is one that I think a lot of players can perform pretty well on until it was near the end. Memory serves on the last match that some people had some difficulty, but for the most part, players building up combo early on without trouble. This go around, we are going to see an early break from Donnet on the Milky Warfare side. There's an early lead for Stoof and Friends. They have the accuracy advantage and the combo advantage to their favor. Just about a third of the way through. 120 or so thousand point lead for Stoof and Friends. 4 FCs to 3. So there is margin, not much margin for error yet. Full slow part here to the second half of the map. It's gonna help Stoof and Friends make their lead a little bit bigger, but things are gonna get difficult again. It's gonna be a break from Egaman falling off of that stream, missing what looks like maybe the last 5 or 6 notes of it. It's a bad place to break with just a third of the map to go, while Stoof and Friends continue to hold on to their 4-way full combo. Making it through these longer streams very comfortably. Yang looking like the Yang we know. That looks like about a 1x100. Same for Yummy. Both of them looking very, very strong on this pick, and it is about a 400,000 point lead now for Stoof and Friends. Fangzy finding a break. So it is only Hoshinomori with an FC left for Milky Warfare. Things are going to get a little more tricky here, as you can see in the ending part of this map. Those watching Stoof and Friends, you wouldn't know it. Neuro finally is the first to break for that team, but they do still have the 3-way full combo, and it's going to be a pretty comfortable victory for them on this pick as we come into the outro. Yeah, that's a 1x100 FC from Yang. Yummy and Tatsuya both with the FCs as well, backing him up. And Stoof and Friends look pretty good, I'd say. That is a 1 million plus point victory on Nomad 2. 1x100 from Yang, 10 100s from Yummy, a few more from Tatsuya, but the 3-way FC for Stoof and Friends, just the 1 miss from Neuro in the last 150 combo. Hoshinomori does finish out an FC for Milky Warfare, but the other 3 not having nearly as good a time of things on that pick, and Stoof and Friends just look really, really good. So now what do you do? Your Milky Warfare, you're quickly down 4-1. It's only 1 breakpoint, but 4-1 doesn't look that great. The optics of 4-1 do something to be desired, we could say. And 3 Nomad picks in a row. I wonder if they'll finally leave the Nomad pool, or if we'll see. I don't know. Nomad. I don't see Milky Warfare picking Nomad 3, 4, or 5 personally. But if it's going to be any of those, it would probably be Nomad 5. I don't know that I would want to pick the alt map or the tech map against Stoof and Friends. Again, as we know, no hiddens, no hard rocks. All 4 DTs available, so as well as all 3 free mods. I don't know that it'll be a free mod. You ban out hiddens and hard rocks, you aren't necessarily super likely to pick free mods. I'm kind of would not be surprised to see a DT pick here, as we are halfway through already without seeing one yet. And there is going to be the DT pick coming in from Milky Warfare. It's going to be a Yoyomu no Gotoku, our satellite Senya DT pick. Man, this takes me back, like, remember when Senya DT in map pools was a thing? I feel like that was a thing. It's been kind of a while. Senya DT became Dada ZTS law. I like this song a lot, though. It's very nice. Mapped by Satellite, Yoyomu no Gotoku is 6.32 stars, 2 minutes long, and of course, because it's a Senya map, it's a 240 BPM. I feel like they're all 240 BPM because they're all 160 BPM Nomad. Like, right? Maybe I misremember. I feel like a ton of these songs in this week. think I prefer Senya DT to Dada ZTS, but it's a tight race between the two. It really is. Yeah, unsurprisingly, Monkey Atsu likes Senya DT. Lonnie just, I can see that being a thing. Oops. I was holding my shift key down and decided to turn on the sticky keys interface. Alright, so Yoimuna Gotoku, we're gonna see Neuro, Young, Tatsua, Yummy. We're gonna see Fudu, Donnet, Fangzi, and Hades. This is our first DT pick of the match. You know, as I expected, Milky Warfare are the first ones to pick from that pool. I am intrigued, to say the least, to see how this goes for them. Despite not having the greatest luck on the last couple of maps, I do think this is an area that they have the advantage in. And we will, of course, get to see some nice lag because Tournament Client DT LOL. If anyone has any suggestions for how to have Tournament Client not lag on DT maps, please let me know, because I have no idea how to fix this. Yeah, it's literally DT only that this happens on. It doesn't happen on anything else. Solely DT. I mean, the first break out of Fudu. Manage Stoof and Friends. Oh, and Hades will miss as well, so down to just 2 FCs for Milky Warfare. Donnet and Fangzi have got to hold on because Stoof and Friends are going to take a pretty big lead here. Hades having some trouble. Fudu getting his combo back up. Young and Yummy both break on the same stream. We'll see if those were actual misses or if that was Bancho. If those were both actually breaks, then things are going to get interesting here as Tatsuo misses as well. Neuro still holding on to the FC, but he is just matching Donnet while the rest of the players from Milky Warfare now have a little bit of an advantage. Fudu Hasio on that 450 combo. Try to bring this back here. There's still a quarter of the map to go. Cap FPS. I'm pretty sure I don't have FPS capped in its tournament. Oh, that's some breaks for Milky Warfare, and I think that might have just sealed it here. With Neuro still holding on to that combo. Not anymore, but it was long enough with Yang and Yummy coming back to make that one pretty easy for Stoof and Friends. A near 500,000 point victory. Neuro with the S rank. Yang with the S rank as well. All the way to the B rank for Hades, but doesn't end up mattering. Neuro top scoring by 200,000 points on that pick. And that is a 5-1 lead, so we've got now back-to-back matches with 5-1s. As it turns out, Neuro is insane. And Stoof and Friends content to just continue staying in the Nomad pool. Gonna be Nomad 5 as they look to close things out with a quick and easy 6-1 victory. So our Nomad 5 here, as you can hear and see, is Last Stardust. It's the 2-2's extra difficulty, 6.37 stars, 3 minutes and 35 seconds long, 256 BPM. It's the fast. This is the just under second, third highest BPM pick in the pool. Do the DTs above it, though sweet play only by 2 BPM, 258 for that one. And we are set to go here. So Neuro, Young, Tatsuya, Yummy staying in for Stoof and Friends, Fangsy, Donnet, Eggman, and Hades for Milky Warfare. Stoof and Friends looking to close things out, while Milky Warfare looking to stay alive in the winner's bracket for at least one more map. Our loved map of Last Stardust. And this match has been Stoof and Friends really just holding on to the momentum easily, and the looks of things here, they may be able to close it out as Fangsy finds the early break for Milky Warfare before we even gotten out of the intro. Maybe just a tactical early miss. He'll FC the rest, and it'll be a reverse choke on paper that we all know he missed intentionally so that he would FC the remainder of the map. Stoof and Friends have looked very good on basically every type of map. You know, they ban out hiddens and then they're just like good to go. They've looked very comfortable on practically everything else. Into the first Ki will go. Small lead for Stoof and Friends with that early miss from Fangsy. Only about 150 combo behind the rest of the players. And Donnet is going to find a break on that little triangle jump coming out of the first Ki. Down to 2 FCs now are Milky Warfare, and they're down to the wire here. Down to their last lives. They have got to hold on for the rest of this map because Stoof and Friends are showing no signs of weakness. With the 4-way FC intact at 750 combo, it is still only 120,000 points lead. It's not huge, maybe a little bit more than that, but lead is not insurmountable yet. The longer the 4-way stays intact, the better the chances are that this is going to prevent any sort of comeback from coming from Milky Warfare, and that's a break from Hades. Eggman, the only FC for Milky Warfare. Fangsy with about an 800 combo behind him. We still have nearly half the map to go, remember. We try not to count our chickens before they hatch. But, you can hear the fat lady warming up her voice in the background somewhere. Neuro and Donnet trade breaks, so what FC now finally gone for Stoof and Friends? Yang, Yummy, and Tatsuya still FCing. There goes Tatsuya as well, so it is Yang and Yummy. But Eggman breaking for Milky Warfare. I can hear that falsetto. I can hear the soprano voice of the fat lady. She's ready to start her tune. It is a 500,000 point lead for Stoof and Friends, and we just have the ending to play. So this one, well, Stoof and Friends, as it turns out, are really good at Osu. If anybody wasn't aware, y'all are now. As they say, you're gonna learn today. And I think Milky Warfare, unfortunately, learning the hard way. Fangsy with a very good performance, but it's not gonna matter. It's gonna be the FC. Looks like for Yang. And the match goes to Stoof and Friends. Final score of 6-1, and I don't even know if it was that close. 900,000 points on the last map there for Stoof and Friends, victorious. They move on to the winner's final. The matchup is now set. Will be Akigala from the top half, Stoof and Friends from the bottom half, Milky Warfare. Drop down to the loser's bracket. They will face off against the winner of JT Bulldozer and Bad Omen.